What's up guys and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the biggest clip farmers in every UFC division. That's right, you may be asking what is a clip farmer. I'm not really fucking sure, to be honest. It's just someone who's trying to go viral on the TikTok, on the edits, and it's just someone who's, they're trying to get that highlight reel going with their fighting style, with their performances, and we can respect it because we know their game, we see through what they're trying to do. Like, you're doing too much, but I can allow it because it's fun. So yeah, that's what a clip farmer is. I'll be talking about one or two of them in each division. Bedtime did do this video first. I'll chuck his link to his video in the description because he did it like 5 months ago. But the only reason why I am doing this video is not because of Bedtime. It's because some dude, who I'll show the messages now, messaged me when I was about to go to bed and just like I couldn't be bothered uploading. He's like, "Can you please upload a video?" I was like, "No." And then he's like, "Oh, upload a video." I was like, "Give me an idea." So he gave me this, and I was like, "All right, fine, I'll fucking do it." So you can thank this guy in the comments. Let's get a W random fucking subscriber comments down below, because he fucking encouraged me to do this video. But anyway, let's move on and let's start off with the flyweight division. So flyweight division, Manel Cap, I think, is the obvious answer here for flyweight. Manel Cap, his last fight against Bruno Silva. This dude was just clip farming the entire time. Like, this guy was ducking down, doing some fucking head movement in a squatted position while on the ground. This guy was doing the fucking behind the back little fucking anime pose. He was doing a whole lot, making Bruno Silva fucking spin in circles. And yeah, it was just a clip farming performance. Manel Cap fights like this very often, very flashy, very quick. And then sometimes he fights like against Makayev, where he does nothing the whole fucking time. So that's the thing with Cap, is you never know. Sometimes he turns out looking to clip farm, looking to get that edit made on the TikTok, and then sometimes he shows out like fucking prime Israel Adesanya against Yoel Romero and just does nothing the whole time. So hopefully we see him show up in his full best clip farming form against Brandon Royval. I think that fight's going to be absolutely sick. But anyway, Manel Cap, I think, was the clear choice for flyweight. There's not a whole lot of other guys, like the most high cara fans, I guess, but like, nah. Cap's fighting style is just clip farming to a T. His movement, his speed, his combinations. This dude's just farming TikTok edits all day. Anyway, let's move on though to the Bantamweight division. Bantamweight, I'm gonna go with Sean O'Malley. This dude fucking walked out to superstar against Aljamain Sterling. This guy was just trying. He was setting this whole thing up. He was trying to get a fucking perfect viral highlight reel Hall of Fame moment, and he kind of did. Like, I'm not gonna lie, for that brief moment when he KO'd Aljo, like, there was genuine talks about, like, is this dude gonna be like the biggest star in the sport? And now he fell off because Schmitty made it massive, and Schmitty was not around to keep that stardom going for O'Malley. But yeah, around it was the Aljo fight. Like, it was his lead up in his like contendership, sort of fucking KOing cans, drilling their heads into the canvas, KOing Eddie Wineland, doing all this shit. He was that period of his career was literally just trying to get the most fucking, like, it was just the perfect, like, handing you edit material on a fucking platter. Like, here you go, random TikTok editors make compilations of me sleeping bums, right? And that was his thing. And then he fought Yarn, and then he kind of moved on a bit and had to fight not bums, and then struggled a bit. But yeah, against Aljamain Sterling, like, that counter, the fucking walkout, everything, the pre-fight talk, I'm gonna fucking KO Aljo's head off his shoulders, some shit like that at the press conference, which Schmitty made massive, of course. I forgot half the shit that happened, but you know what I'm talking about. That whole build-up, that whole thing. There was the amount of fucking edits that were going around comparing him to Conor McGregor. The amount of edits that were going around just in general. Superstar edits were fucking, could not get that off my For You page. So yeah, O'Malley, clip farm, maxing to a T. And I think he tries to do it a lot more, which is why he's somewhat not looked the best in recent fights, is because he's almost being too. Also, he did tee off on Cheeto Vera, like, he was kind of tuning him up the whole fight. But against Marab, I think he was trying to find that counter shot, and he just couldn't. Um, and I think he was trying to get that viral fucking edit, like, highlight reel KO the whole time, instead of just like fighting behind your shots and letting it come and trying to be like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back and eventually Marab's gonna run in with his hands down because that's what all my bum opponents did. And then Marab just didn't do that, so it was unfortunate. But still, amazing performances that O'Malley's been putting up for the most part. Definite highlight reels, and he's definitely trying to get on the TikTok edit page. Anyway, let's move on though to the featherweight division. Now I got two guys at featherweight, right? And the first is Ilia Aptoro, Top Toro. Little fucking midget. Artem reminds me of a little Artem Lobov, little retard. Uh, Ilya Abtoro though. This dude's clip farm. His entire career is clip farming. He's taken the fucking Conor McGregor route. But I'm not even gonna be the guy that's like, oh, he's just trying to be McGregor. Like, he's not as big of a star as McGregor was in his prime, but like objectively, he's a better fighter than McGregor. Like he just is. Like I think most people can now agree he would fucking beat McGregor. And he's just is better than him. Like I don't know. People be like he's trying to be McGregor. It's like trying to be someone who you're objectively better than. Obviously, star wise, he's still got a bit to go. But yeah, this dude's early career just sleeping people. He wasn't like considered a massive star though. Like the decision against Yusuf Zalal, like he KO'd Damon Jackson, like that's pretty cool. Everyone KOs Damon Jackson, sent that man's fucking hairline back to the top of his cranium, send him to Turkey. He's retired now though. But all I'm gonna say is on paper, like Jim Miller is just better than Ilya because just finished Damon Jackson quicker, I think. Um, no, but Ilya, like the rise wasn't crazy. Like the rise was good. I think hardcores knew about him, but like Jai Herbert, he kind of got dropped with a head kick. It was like that was his first kind of like bigger stage because the whole shit with Paddy. But then since then, like he killed Bryce Mitchell. That was sick. But then yeah, against like Josh Emmett, against who did he fight after Josh Emmett? The Volk. He just fought Volk. And yeah, the whole lead up to the Volk fight, this guy was just setting himself up for the most fucking Conor McGregor like 2.0 edits ever, similar to O'Malley, but again, I think Illy's much better than O'Malley. And yeah, that's what he was doing, and that's what he continues to do. The way he fights is just very clip farmy. It's just very aesthetically pleasing. It's very easy to make edits out of. I think that's Ilya's goal, to be honest. So yeah, he's doing well. He's obviously elite first. Like you can clip farm all you want. Like, you can try and be flashy all you want. You still got to be effective. Ilya's most certainly effective, and he also does get that sort of benefit of being able to be put on the edit reels. But anyway, let's move on though to the next fighter. The other guy I've got at featherweight is Maximus Holloway. And like in his early career, like not so much, but he's recently been picking it up like crazy. Like the turn it up edits and shit, the fucking Jose Aldo fights, they were sick. And then yeah, after he lost to Volk, like the Cater fight, that entire fight was just clip farming. I'm the best boxer in the UFC, baby. Like that entire fight, that entire performance was nuts. Significant strike record on his head. And then he took a break from his clip farming. Like Yair fight was cool. Got beat up in the Volk trilogy. Who did he fight after Volk trilogy? Was it Zombie or Allen first? It was Allen first, I think. I'm not bugging. It was Allen first? It was Allen first, yeah. He fought Allen. That fight wasn't too bad. And then he fought Zombie, where he got that highlight KO. And then he really stepped it up and fucking fought Gaethje. And it's like, oh, he had the Lamas fight as well, the point to the ground thing. Like Holloway's always been a very easily editable fighter. Like he's a guy that you see on the Instagram reels, on the TikToks for you page. But that Gaethje fight was prime Holloway clip farming. Maybe not prime Holloway in general, but like that was Holloway at his peak, like content farming fucking self, where he was doing all the stuff, spinning back kicks, rocking Gaethje, and then obviously pointing to the ground, face planting him at the end of the fight. Yeah, Maximus Holloway. He was gone for a bit of stuff in the earlier fight too before he got finished. But yeah, Holloway, I think no one would dispute the fact that he is a certified clip farmer. Anyway, let's move on though to the lightweight division. Next up, lightweight, Mauricio Hufi. I've got two guys at lightweight. Mauricio Hufi is one of them. This dude's fights, two of them. He's had two of them, and you can just tell this dude is like the Conor McGregor 2.0 thing gets thrown around to fucking anyone that apparently has trash talk and has a highlight reel in the lower weight classes. They just get like called Conor 2.0. But no, Roofy genuinely like fighting style wise is more similar to Conor than O'Malley and Ilya by far. Like Ilya is not even similar to Conor fighting style. He just has power. But he's got a completely different style. And even O'Malley, like I guess O'Malley's way more rangy, but like Roofy literally fights like Conor. So if he gets to Conor comparison, like bro's trying to be Conor, I won't even dispute that because it's just true. But yeah, Roofy in his debut against Malaki, this dude hit a fucking scissor sweep. Like this dude was hitting so many counter rights, it was actually nuts. Now he hasn't got that many edits of him. Just because I don't think the fucking casuals on TikTok have reached this like deep into the fucking MMA community. Like I don't think they know who Mauricio Hufi is because they're just casuals. I'm gonna do a video coming soon, by the way, on how to be It's gonna be titled "How to be a UFC Casual in 2025," something like that, where I just take the piss out of these fucking fools that we need to gatekeep the sport from. But Roofy, the Malaki fight, bro was scissor sweeping, flying knees, counter rights, shoulder roll, all that stuff. And then in the in the James Lontop fight, that was Conor Diaz 2.0, but just less high level, like just less well known, obviously. Um, and yeah, bro hit a fucking look away uppercut. Like, enough said. Mauricio Hoofy is going for the edits every fucking fight. Gene Silva, I was going to put him for featherweight too, but I didn't want to do three people per division. But featherweight has a lot. Featherweight's got a lot of clip farmers. Lightweight's got a fair few as well. Anyway, though, let's move on to the next fighter. Next up, Michael Chandler. See you at the adoption center. Surprise, surprise. Conor McGregor. See you at the... I don't even know. I was going to try and think of an Indian joke. I don't know. See you at the street food or something. I don't fucking... That's dead. But no, Michael Chandler. Yeah, this dude clip farms in fights. Or tries to, at least. Half the time he fails and he does nothing. But like, against Dan Hooker, Big KO, Oliveira, like every one of this dude's fights has like a clip from it that gets replayed over and over again. The Hooker KO, the Ferguson KO, the Oliveira finish, and then obviously him having Oliveira hurt. The Gaethje getting dropped, just the Gaethje fight in general, the Poirier back and forth, him ended up getting fucking subbed after pistol squatting Poirier into the air and dumping him over his head and then proceeding to end up on bottom. And then who else did he fight? Who the fuck else did he? And then he fought Oliveira again because he took 2 years off. And then doing the slams in that fight too. Like this guy he has to try and make a moment out of every fucking fight that he has. Like he's got to try and get some sort of clip that goes viral of like ESPN posting like Michael Chandler with some nasty slams into the fight like he did anything. Like that's what Chandler does. It's okay. He's gonna still be chasing the Conor fight. He's gonna be in India putting on a sir. Why do you read him, sir? Why did you fight Logan Paul, sir? That's very, very bad, sir. Oh no. No, sir, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Have you guys seen that video? Of the fucking why did you read him, sir? Do not redeem. That's gonna be Chandler in India, just in Delhi. He's gonna rock up. He's gonna fucking be Connor's accountant. You know, $250,000, 250 million. Michael Chandler. He's like, sir, please, you need to transfer me the money, sir. Um, he's just gonna be Jubilee maxing over there. But Michael Chandler, he seems to want to fight Conor so badly. Let's get him a fight with Mauricio Rufy in like about a year's time when he's still waiting to fight Conor. I reckon that's the way to go. Anyway, let's move on though to the next fighter. Welterweight division. I've got two people again. First up, we're going to go with MVP. Now, I think you guys know who the next fighter is going to be. So it's a tradition on this channel. But no, MVP. This dude's entire Bellator career was just clip farming, and even in the UFC, he is bringing that in. He's less so because I think the fighters that he's fighting are better, so he's not able to just flying knee them in the face and cave their fucking skulls in. But yeah, you guys, if anyone knows MVP before the UFC, which you should if you're a hardcore fan, even casual fans honestly should know MVP before the UFC. But yeah, kneeing Cyborg in the fucking dome, like all these the spinning fucking KO over whoever he like. Okay, I'm gonna say you should know MVP before the UFC, but I'm gonna proceed to know none of his fucking opponents realistically. He fought like Logan Storley, didn't he? Or is that just some random Bellator guy? But he got KO'd. That was fun. But since the UFC, yeah, like he's starting up spinning elbows against Kevin Holland. Like this dude's clip farming. We know how it is. He's gonna fight Shara. That fight is gonna be a fucking battle of the clip farming. Like that's gonna be like who can come out with more TikTok edits out of that one. That's gonna be the competition there. Over under 17 fucking clips used. Over under 17 different punches from the fight used on TikTok as an edit. I'm taking the over. Anyway, let's move on though to the next fighter at welterweight. The next guy at welterweight is of course CP. You know, we be clip farming CP all day. Okay. Carlos Prates is who I'm talking about. Do not put me on a watch list for saying that. There is context to that statement. Carlos Prates, though, this dude is clip farming. Like every one of his fights has been clip farming. He's got the UFC posted their best KOs of 2024 video, like just an hour-long compilation. This dude's got all four of his finishes in there. Like if that ain't clip farming, I don't know what is. The KO over Giles, that's clip farm worthy. The Radke knee, that's edit worthy. You know the Li Jingliang fight, okay. The Li Jingliang, let me tell you about this kid Li Jingliang. Nobody does that to Li Jingliang, and this guy ran him over. That's nasty. Like, no one's done that to Li Jingliang. This isn't even glazed. Like, it's just factually correct. Like, no one's KO'd Li Jingliang. Prates did it. Alright? And Prates, that whole fight was just dropping him all over the place, standing back up, go on for walk-off KOs every fucking punch he landed pretty much, and then ends up absolutely flatlining him. Like, you got an entire edit, like a fucking 30, 40-second edit just from the Li Jingliang fight if you're on TikTok making those videos. Um, which myself included, I made two Pratas edits. I'm telling you guys, it's warranted glaze. No, but and then the Magni fight just tuned him up. But yeah, beat him up, KO'd him. But yeah, amazing stuff. Carlos Prates, CP. We are looking for more CP clips in 2020. I can't say that. Anyway, let's move on though to the next fighter. Next up, middleweight division. Again, I've got two fighters here. Hamzat Chimaev is the first one that I've got. This dude is a clip farmer. Hamzat Chimaev, he's the one of the only grappling clip farmers. Like, Khabib was one of them too. But there's not many guys you can just get edits out of from grappling highlights. Like, ain't nobody making a fucking Mateusz Gamrot single leg edit compilation. If you do that, send it to me on Instagram. I'll post it on my YouTube. I'll give you credit. Like, send me an edit. Make a badass Mateusz Gamrot edit of him shooting single legs. I will shout you out on my channel, and you can start your own channel, and I'll tell everyone to subscribe to you. I'll get you 500 subscribers. Or 100. I can't promise 500. But yeah, do that and I will reward you. But like, no one's getting that many grappling like, no one's getting a Marab Dvalishvili really kneeing the thigh edit compilation. But Hamza Chimaev is one of the few grapplers that has a crazy highlight edit reel that you will see on TikTok every fucking time you open that cursed app up. You'll scroll past a few brain rot videos, you'll scroll past some fucking Skibbity Sigma memes and just question your existence in the world, and then you will get to the Hamzat Chimaev kill everybody edits, and that's gonna do your day wonders. And then you're gonna lock in and get off TikTok. Once you scroll past like about 15 brain rot edits and then brain rot videos, and then you get some UFC shit, and you'll be like, all right, lock in, start shadowboxing, start just blast doubling your fucking grandmother. No, no, but anyway, let's move on though to the next fighter. Next up at middleweight, Israel Gisrael Adesanya, the last dog bender. He is a certified clip farmer. Now, does he always succeed with his clip farming? No. His last fight, he pointed to the ground and ended up getting submitted 5 seconds later in that exact spot. No, but Israel Adesanya, in his peak, in his come up, I don't even know when his peak was. Like, this is a main thing I have with Izzy fans of when they be like, bro, Izzy wasn't at his best, bro, and they'll use that to try and defend all three of his losses, or all four, sorry, in the UFC, despite them all being separate, not back to back, except for the Strickland Dricus losses. Like, they'll really be like, oh yeah, Pereira first fight wasn't best Izzy, or oh, Strickland fight wasn't best Izzy, when 5 months before he slept Pereira in one of his best performances ever. So yeah, the prime Izzy argument to be like, oh, this loss doesn't count, is quite literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But Israel Adesanya, in his come up, in his like highlight reel days before he started leg kick decisioning Marvin Vettori, he was putting on some crazy highlight reels. He was getting those edits going. You can still get some Israel Adesanya edits. Like, honestly, someone make an Izzy edit without him KOing people. That's what I want. That's what you need to do, because a lot of guys have edits that relies on them getting finishes, like them getting KOs. Could you make, but like some guys who just fight like that normally just are always entertaining. Like, Izzy's entertaining when once the KO happens, right? But not really before, for the most part. Like, Brunson, maybe you can make a couple edits out of that, but like, fuck, I just knocked my computer. But make me an Izzy edit without like, post 2020 highlights only without a KO on there. That's my challenge. Just make an edit of him leg kicking people. It's gonna go crazy. But yeah, he does try and do it again. That whole Strickland fight, he was clip farming. He was trying to fucking throw head kicks. He was trying to get those counters in, and it didn't work. He got boxed up and walked down the whole time. But guys, by the way, Izzy wasn't at his best, guys. He was coming to that fight injured. He was compromised despite Strickland taking it on a 5-week camp. So yeah, Izzy was the one who wasn't at his best, guys. But anyway, let's move on though to the next fighter. Light heavyweight, there's only one real clear choice. There's a few others, like the Johnny Walkers of the world, who is reverse clip farming, trying to get clips of him getting KO'd. Khalil Roundtree loves those Joe Rogan. People forget, man, Khalil Roundtree, he beats people like they owe him money. Khalil's got a lot of those edits in the lead up to the Pereira fight of people that were just convinced that they were hardcore fans because they watched Joe Rogan. Khalil came back from Thailand. He was a completely different fighter. But no, Pereira is the number one clip farmer pound for pound, probably in the whole UFC to be honest this year, or last year, sorry. But maybe not number one, but he's up there, bro. Like the Jamal, every one of these guys' fights has just been clip farm worthy, except for like the Bruno Silva fight, I guess. But like Michailidis, Strickland, Izzy comeback win, right? Maybe not the Blachowicz fight as much, but like Yuri both fights, more so the rematch. Uh, Jamal Hill and then Khalil Roundtree. You can make probably 50 fucking different edits using different highlights from Pereira fights. That's just how it goes. Mr. Sharma himself is just on the edits, because unlike Izzy, he actually fights entertainingly the entire fight, not just until the KO, not just when the KO happens. Yes, I'm just hating Izzy for no reason. A perfectly good reason, honestly. He's a bad person. Anyway, Pereira definitely the number one clip farmer at light heavyweight. Let's move on though to the heavyweight division. Heavyweight, first mention, less so, but I still want to give him a shout out. Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis has been a long time clip farmer of the heavyweight division because this guy has the most knockouts in heavyweight history. Pretty close to the most knockouts in UFC history, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the most. Actually, I don't think he's got. Does he have the most? He might. He's got like 14, 15. But yeah, every one of this guy's finishes are all highlights. Like, there's no boring, oh, there you go, it's a ground and pound TKO, it's over. Like, it's all just like bang out of nowhere. Lewis with the fucking KO, like the Volkov one, even the Dorcas one of him just killing Chris Dorcas, upstanding citizen. And then who else has he KO'd? He's KO'd a lot of people. Nascimento, KOing Rodrigo Nascimento. But yeah, every one of this guy's fights you can get something from. Even his antics, like his interviews, the balls was hot stuff after the Delima flying knee KO, doing that again. Even after the Nascimento literally fanning him with his fucking pants, which he took off. Like crazy work from Derrick Lewis. So I'll give him a mention. But we got one more guy at heavyweight to discuss. Tom Aspinall. Now, it's pretty clear, like, the edits, I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or maybe he's just killing people free of fucking, like, thought. Like, he's just doing it. That's just how it goes. But Aspinall is definitely clip farming to an extent, or he's just maybe not clip farming, but he's just getting clips from the amount of times this dude's finishing people, how quickly he's doing it. I wouldn't say it's like as like oh my god, like crazy edit of like a Pereira or like a Prates or a Manel Cap type of shit. It's just like you can make a nasty Tom Aspinall finishes highlights compilation edit for sure. So yeah, I'll give him a mention as well. But that'll do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed again. Shout out to that random guy who harassed me into making a video. You guys get content. Give me some more video ideas. Harass me on social media, and I might do your video on if you message me enough. But anyway, goodbye, good night. I'll drop some more videos. I'll do a predicting the top 15 of every division by the end of the year as well, because I did that last year and it was pretty interesting. But anyway, goodbye and have a good one. See you later.